Okay. All right, Dara, are you ready? Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Hi, how are you?
Am I ready?
Are you ready?
Oh, that's never. All right, and welcome back to another episode of First Reaction Fan Reaction. I am your host, Cailin. With me is my co-host.
I like not in my face.
I know mine is like.
I feel like it's lower, but either way, it's gonna pick up.
My mic looks wrong. Okay.
Either way, it's gonna pick up the sound. So
yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
I'm Dara Whitman. Hi.
Hey, Dara.
Hi.
How's it going?
Witty banter.
Ha ha ha. An amused chuckle.
I can't think of it.
Good to know. Oh wait, well we are back at it again.
Mm-hmm.
We are just doing a thing, and we're going to talk about some Baccano.
Hooray!
We're Baccano. I think we are slowly approaching the halfway point. Sort of. I think we're approaching the halfway point.
Well, didn't you say there was like
the main story before our last 3 OVA episodes? So
what does OVA mean?
I think it's like technically like original video animation or something, but it's like a way of saying it's like an episode that happens kind of outside of the canon. Not a filler episode. That's different than a filler episode. It's like its own independently produced kind of thing.
Concludes at episode 13, and then what's the point of watching the other 3?
They do. It's more story, but it's just like not the.
So it doesn't mean anything.
Story. It still means like it's still relevant. Like things happen that are kind of important.
Do they matter to the story? Do I need to watch them to not be confused by the time the show ends?
No, but you watch them because you'll love the characters. That's the goal.
Okay.
All right, so we are back at it in Baccano, episode 5, Jacuzzi Split, Cries, Get Scared, Musters Reckless Valor. In episode 6, the rail tracer covertly, repeatedly slaughters inside the coaches.
Yes.
So what do you think? We're going to start with episode 5, Jacuzzi Split, Cries, Get Scared, Musters Reckless Valor. What was your opinion of these episodes there?
What happened?
The great thing you say that, because good thing we were about to go into the synopsis.
So there was like some blood.
There was some blood.
And some corpses.
Yeah, there was definitely corpses.
And some beating people up. There was a knife fight in there.
There was at
like
some
an
point,
initiation, and then
yes.
Fiero got confused about immortals, but then clearly Misa is an immortal.
Yes.
Something with the bottles, and Dallas took them and gave them to the Gandalfs. But didn't give them to the Gandalf.
Didn't actually give them to
Did he leave them there?
I think he just left them there.
Because they're beating him up?
Yeah, they're beating him up.
And then Isaac and Mira was there.
Yeah.
The gang the Black Coat gang.
Yep.
Was stealing the senator's wife.
Yeah.
And then Dodger took his daughter Kiki.
Yeah.
To hiding somewhere. I don't know her actual name, but her name's Kiki now.
Her name's Kiki now.
And she was terrible at hiding.
Yeah.
The end?
That's a pretty good synopsis,
there was a girl crawling on the train.
There was a girl crawling, yes.
We don't have a name for.
No, I know her name, but we
don't
haven't
say her name in the.
We have not been given her name yet. No.
But they say her name in the title thing, don't they?
No.
Don't they?
No, she doesn't have a.
I thought she did.
No, the crawly girl.
Yeah.
No, she is. She's not in the opening sequence.
Is she Spider-Gwen?
Yes.
Can she be Spider?
You got it. 1930s Spider-Gwen.
Spider-Gwen. There we go.
We got her.
She does crawl like a spider.
She does.
Or like a Spider-Man.
I'm proud of her. But anyway, so let's get started. We're going to do a little bit more of a detailed summary. Although I was very proud of all that you were able to get. Are you okay? Are you dying?
No.
Are you sure?
Water went into wrong pipe.
Oh, no. Why does it do that? I think water should go through all pipes.
Well, at least I'm not dying from bad stuff.
That's true.
Like it's going on in the world.
That's what's going on in the world. So that's why we take a momentary reprieve to watch people die in the 1930s from like weird monsters. All right.
Well, at least we know that in anime there's weird monsters. At least I was right about something.
Baccano. All right. Let's
Project
do
Baccano?
this. 1931.
Great. What's happening?
It's our boy, Jacuzzi Split.
Okay.
No, wait.
How should I put this?
Wasn't he on the train?
He was on the train. This is before the train.
When was the train?
Put the guns down. You don't need them.
But they don't kill him.
No.
Come on, guys. You've scared me enough. I just... Come on, guys. You're making a big mistake.
Hey, are you sure this punk is the guy we're looking for? But how many guys got a sword tattoo on their face?
That's a sword?
It's sort of a sword.
That's spoiling all my fun. Hey, Bim.
How?
The crying bothers us.
It's a nervous condition. It's not crying.
crying like a girl.
Well, that's
I'm not
sexist.
crying, you dumb jerks!
Let's chat. Unless you're just
How is he
anxious to
good at
have
whatever
your
he
head
does?
violated, you should tell
If
me what
he's
you
this
mean.
much of a
That's a
whip.
great question.
Jacuzzi Split, okay?
Jacuzzi Split, Cries, gets scared, and Musters Reckless Valor.
So when did the train crash?
So we start off this episode with the title character of the episode, Jacuzzi Split. We're in 1931, just prior to boarding the Flying Pussyfoot.
We don't know how long before.
No.
But before.
But before. So we see 3 armed mafiosi corner Jacuzzi Split in a dead-end alleyway. So they're giving him a hard time.
For some reason?
Yeah,
He
well...
stole something, right?
No, so the Jacuzzi kind of gives the exposition a little later, but basically Jacuzzi and his gang are just a bunch of bootleggers.
Right.
Because, of course, this is still during the Prohibition era. So they're a bunch of bootleggers, and they had some run-ins with the Russo family. The Russo family killed 8 of their men, and so Jacuzzi's gang kind of declared war on the Russo family. So that's kind of what's going on down in Chicago right now.
Right.
And so we kind of see, there's a thing going on between Jacuzzi's gang, which doesn't really have like a formal name. They don't really have it's not like a family. It's not like a mob family. They're just kind of like a gang of bootleggers, and then going against the Russo family. So, yes, but Jacuzzi, of course, he's a nervous boy.
Right.
He's an anxious boy. He's got a condition, a nervous condition.
But I think we get the feeling as to why he has a gang and he's the leader of the gang is because he's a sweetheart.
He's a sweetie. He's very sweet. But
Probably not the best leader for a gang.
no.
Let's be real.
And as he's backed into a corner, he is crying, which is just the thing that he does. And of course, these gentlemen who know that Jacuzzi is on a wanted poster, has a bounty of, I think, $5,000, which is not a small chunk of change, especially in the 1930s.
And they know that it's him because of his sword tattoo.
He's got a sword tattoo. It doesn't look like a sword. It took me a while to figure out, like, oh, that's supposed to be a sword. If you look for it, you can see it, because it's got, like, it's there, and then that's the hilt right there. But yeah, Jacuzzi's got a face tattoo. So
but like we said, like that must mean he's tough because like that's
he had
the
to
face.
sit through that. He had to sit through a whole face tattoo.
In the 30s.
In the 30s.
Did they have tattoos in the 30s?
They've had tattoos for hundreds of years.
That's fair.
Hundreds, Dara.
Okay.
But
Don't have to yell.
I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Okay. Anyway.
But anyway, so yeah, these guys are like, I don't think we got the right guy, but they do have the right guy because there's no mistaking that this is in fact Jacuzzi Split, and he has a bouncy, but they don't know why because all he does is just kind of like cower and
Cower.
Yeah, just cower and more cower and cry. Okay, so then and then kind of throughout this episode we are flashing kind of back and forth between the scene as we learn kind of more about Jacuzzi and his gang and like why Jacuzzi is somebody people might fear. Or at least, at the very least, maybe he isn't just a crybaby the whole time.
Right.
Just most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, back on the Flying Pussyfoot. So, before that, we do drop the title card, which, of course, is Jacuzzi Split, Cries, Get Scared, and Musters Reckless Valor. We've seen the crying getting scared. We have yet to see the Reckless Valor, but it's coming, I promise.
I think like near the end, or you just like wait till the end.
Yeah,
He cares.
He does care. That's the thing. That's what we like about him, right? Is that he cares about people.
Yeah.
Like even if he is technically a criminal, he does
He's
care
just
a lot,
a
guys.
bootlegger.
He's just a bootlegger.
Like compared to everybody else.
Right.
Compared to Lad.
Compared to Lad, the absolute Lad, who just likes to kill people for the sake of killing
Although,
them.
granted, Jacuzzi's gang got kind of,
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Okay. Oh, that's blood.
Oh, that fella don't got an arm.
Was that a skull?
The rail tracer!
The rail tracer.
So the young conductor got murdered by the middle-aged conductor, but then they both got eaten.
Yeah, something weird happened.
Niece, Donnie, thank God. I thought you guys were dead for sure. Thank goodness.
I was gonna cry again.
So worried.
This is back on the Flying Pussyfoot. We kind of recap what we saw in an earlier episode, which is in the conductor's booth. The conductors don't quite seem to be alive. In fact, they look quite bloody.
They did.
So, unfortunate, but that is a discovery that we have come to.
Well,
obviously killed by the rail tracer.
Well, wasn't the young conductor killed by the middle-aged conductor?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the last time we saw the middle-aged conductor, he did have a gun up to the young conductor.
So technically, the rail tracer didn't kill the young conductor. He just tore his arm off?
Yeah, somebody's missing an arm, and it's really hard. Like, the bodies are pretty mangled.
And
so
I thought, like, one was just like a skull.
Dark.
I thought one was just like a skull at one point.
No. It was hair kind of covering. It was very bloody hair.
But still.
Still. So somebody's missing an arm. It wasn't a great scene, and we are assuming that at least one of these people was killed by the real Tracer. So that Jacuzzi's there, and then his people catch up to him, who are niece Holly Stone and Donnie.
How big is he?
Big, apparently.
Things are getting pretty ugly up there.
Oh, bye, Nick.
Was that black suited
So
orphan?
he's dead.
So
Rip,
far,
Nick.
looks like a robbery.
Yeah?
I'm sure we can get Nick out of there later. Enough about that.
He'll be
What's
fine.
going on here?
It has to be the real Tracer.
That fella don't got no
Gotta get out
arm.
of here right now. If we don't, we're dead.
Also, it looked like that one guy didn't have. Was it just a skull, or am I just imagining
No,
that?
that was the hair. It was like bloody hair.
Who's
But he didn't have that much hair, did he?
Why would
Like,
they
it
be
looked like
shooting,
it
huh?
was covering his entire
Those
face.
guys on a train, killing them, murdering them. There's no place to run. Put them. We gotta get out of here.
Okay, so there's like 5 robberies and a monster.
Yeah.
Given
So I'm not sure if it's Hollystone or Holystone. I've actually never. It's spelled Holystone, but I've always said Hollystone. And I've known I've also said other people's names wrong in this show. So please bear with me. And of course they have another guy who's with them whose name is Nick, but he was caught by the members of the Black Suits. He was just kind of nabbed by them. So then they said they'll get to him later. They have other business to attend to, but they'll
is a
save
lot-
Nick at some point.
Well, I mean, like as we see with like Nick, he's fine.
Nick's fine.
He's tied up,
He can take care of himself.
and like somebody's probably gonna find him in a few hours anyway. It's fine.
It's fine.
This is fine.
All right, so then there's like gunshots going on and they're kind of trying to figure out what's going on. But back in the flashback to before, back in Chicago.
I'm actually kind of disappointed by this. It's pathetic.
Don't be
You've
rude.
been running all over our town like you're
He's
the
a
goddamn
mob
man.
guy.
So I was expecting a little more fight than this.
Do we have a name for the Russo family?
Oh, we're
I don't think
serious
so, no.
contenders.
And you Russo kind
We just can call them the Russos.
That's fine.
You mafia goons are the reason this got so ugly. So we decided it would be much easier to have all-out war with the Russo family.
Jacuzzi's very funny because if you kind of listen to him talk, he does make a lot of quips. Like he's crying, but he's also like being a little snarky about it, and it's just kind of funny. I love him dearly.
Well, like it sounds like he's like such a fraidy cat, but like also because it kind of felt like they only went after that gang because like they killed some of his gang.
Yeah. And that's kind of this is the part where he kind of says that.
I think he's very much like a you don't mess like I care about these people in my bootleg gang, so you don't mess with them, or else I'm gonna mess with you brutally.
Yes, but it's funny because the more that scene goes on, we kind of figure out that he doesn't want to hurt anybody. Even though that you're kind of in a gang war, buddy, it kind of are gonna have to.
I feel like he doesn't want to hurt anybody unless like they go like again. It's kind of thing of like he doesn't want to hurt you, but unless you go after his family.
Yeah.
So I feel like he sees everybody as his family.
Yeah.
So if you go after them, or like people that like he kind of likes and cares about, then because it was like a whole thing later on. So like I kind of feel like he could probably like Hulk out on you and go well.
Oh, I want to see a little Jacuzzi Hulk out. That'd be funny.
I always found that funny when like the giant monster was kind of played by like the character who looked a bit wimpy.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
It is. It's a good trope, fam. So back on the Flying Pussyfoot.
Isaac and Miriam, little Mary and Jez, none of them did anything. It's not fair. It's up to us to get rid of all those guys in black and then take care of the rail tracer. Jacuzzi.
You tell him, Jacuzzi.
Come on, you guys. We're the only ones who
Is
can
he doing
save
that because he's a good guy or because he doesn't want to get off the train because then he'll...
No, he's just a good guy. Jacuzzi realizes that the rail tracer, of course, is going to eat all of the new friends that they've made, which can't happen. Like Isaac and Miria.
But he doesn't because we've seen the future.
Little Mary, little Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service.
Right.
You know. And Chen Stotcher.
The anime that I always forgot that I technically have seen.
Yes, yeah.
I was like, I haven't seen any. I technically saw that. I think did somebody die in Kiki?
I don't think so.
So we're talking cat? She flew on a broom.
Yes, she did. You got that part right.
I think it was a talking cat. Although, no, wasn't that a kids movie?
It's a kids movie.
So the one how people die in that, right?
People die in kids movies all the time.
Like
Disney movies. People die all the time, Dara.
no, that's only animals.
And parents. So
Yeah, we don't see them die.
we don't.
Well, except for the Lion King.
The Lion King, yeah, that was kind of brutal. But Anyway, Baccano, where everyone dies. Not
I
everyone.
was about to say, we just watched a show that had a bunch of murder.
A lot of murder.
And then,
Just a lot of murder.
like, I feel like for a while I was thinking, like, oh, you pick the shows where there isn't a ton of murder, but then I pick the shows where there is a lot of murder, and then this is a show with a lot of murder.
No, that's a lot of murder.
nobody-
I asked you. I was like, you like violence? Because boy, howdy, I got some.
Because I don't think anybody died in Gravity Falls.
No, there wasn't.
Legend of Korra is a different story, but, you know.
Yeah.
My soul died during season 2.
Haha, that's it's a different form of death. So anyway, Jacuzzi, he's this is the part where he kind of musters his reckless valor, because as scared as he is of the rail tracer and everything else going on in the train, he's got to take care of his new friends and his old friends, all of his people.
Good
so
for
he
him.
says that they need to drive the black suits and the rail tracer off the train.
Also the white suits.
Well, yeah, we'll get there. So and then we're gonna flash back again to back in Chicago. It's really funny. Jacuzzi, he's like pleading with the Russo guys, but it's not because he doesn't want them to kill him. He's not begging for his life. He's begging because he doesn't want to kill them.
Right.
Which I think is very funny. Because Jacuzzi again comes off as like kind of a coward and would plead for his life, but he doesn't. Like, he's more concerned with hurting them than they are of them hurting him.
Which makes you think like he can hurt them if he wanted to.
Oh yeah. Well, he's just a good guy.
You guys gotta put your
But the going back and forth is confusing me.
I really tried my
Like
hardest
normal.
not to have to kill you.
You mean not to get killed, don't you?
Like, what's the point?
No,
For this
I really
plotline.
don't wanna
Backstory.
kill you. You hear that, Donnie? Any second they're gonna put down their guns, I swear.
What the hell are you talking about? Ah!
Oh,
Oh, he crushed that man's hand.
he did. Ah! I wasn't expecting that. How big is he? Wait, is he a
large man.
robot? What is?
He's not. A
Wait, what is happening?
robot. Just don't mess with Jacuzzi's gang.
How many people are in his gang?
Ah, they did.
Oh. Wait, what? Why do they all have glowy eyes?
For aesthetic purposes.
And also, how did Jacuzzi get this many people in his gang?
He's very charismatic.
Is he? He's adorable.
He's cute.
Is he just because he's a sweetheart? Which I get.
He's a bootlegging sweetheart. Jacuzzi might not be able to kill people, but the person Jacuzzi is pleading to is he's kind of calling out to Donnie, which we know is a member of his gang, because he keeps saying he is asking Donnie to like wait a little longer because surely they're going to drop their guns, they're going to come to their senses and realize this isn't a good idea. They don't really do that, and of course, then Jacuzzi's gang comes in,
Right.
and first we see Donnie, who's a very large man. We don't
Like,
know
very
how
large.
he is. He's incredibly large. He's comically large.
Right.
He's a comically large man, and he has the ability to crush people's hands.
It's fine.
So he comes. He takes the one guy with the gun. His name is Sedaris. He comes over and he crushes his hand, and it's fun. We see a mangled hand, which is great.
There's bone, right?
There's a lot of mangled body parts in this episode. Welcome to Baccano. And,
Great.
So Sedaris then looks at his crew and kind of tells his men to shoot, but except the men can't respond.
Because they dead.
Because they're dead. They have knives to the back of their head. And so they're stabbed in the back of the head, and then we see Nice comes out, and then she, I think, pretty sure she puts a knife in Sedaris' head with a bomb attached, because she likes things that go explodey.
Sure. Question.
Yes.
Their eyes were glowing.
Yeah, their eyes were glowing.
Does that mean anything, or is that just an aesthetic?
That was it. That was an aesthetic choice. It was more
Okay.
like we're not supposed to mess with these people.
Okay.
Oh, they mean business.
And I just realized something that I forgot to add in the second episode that I edited. What?
What's that?
No, I was gonna do a bit where he said, because they said like Nice likes to make stuff explode, so I was gonna put that bit of Sandy Cheeks being like, did somebody say boom? And I completely forgot about it.
That's it. That's Nice for you. I love Nice. So yes. So we do learn that kind of Jacuzzi's gang, while they are kind of ragtag and a little off, are not to be trifled with.
Right. So then,
Because they can go toe to toe with like an actual crime family.
So Jacuzzi must care about these people because, like, clearly they're, like, going up against a crime gang.
Yeah.
Crime gang, crime family.
Crime family.
To, like, save him.
Yeah.
So that kind of means that, like, Jacuzzi must do something.
Something about Jacuzzi is something that we really like, and we'll probably learn more as we watch the show. Sorry, I'm just thinking about Jacuzzi, and I love him.
I still want to know what's happening. There feels like there's like 12 plot lines.
There are.
Exactly 12.
Exactly 12. You nailed it. Nail on the head. 12. But we're going to go over to a different character now. We've been focusing a lot on Jacuzzi, and he's a wonderful fella, but like we have so many other characters in the show. So we're going to go back to 1930. Mm-hmm. We spent a lot of time over 1930 in this episode.
Oh, I remember this.
Oh, there goes the eyes.
It's you.
I thought he could be helpful. We could find out what happened first, and then we can kill him.
You do not think you are a homunculus that I created.
Rude.
Next time you will kill.
Is that her father?
Without hesitation.
Technically?
Gentlemen, consider
Is she a robot?
the miserable Barnes.
No, she's a homunculus.
What is that?
We'll talk about it.
Okay. Also, how can you kill him if he's clearly an immortal?
Are you willing to excuse
We're about to find out.
this man who lost the medicine
Such a shut up,
that
okay.
released you from your... And yet we must pinpoint the location of the finished product. What can we do?
This fella sure likes to
There is
talk.
one method.
And we see that scene, we're kind of replaying the part where the guy named Barnes, he's the man with the secret formula. Mm-hmm. He was kind of killed in the alleyway.
But he wasn't killed in the
He
alleyway.
wasn't technically killed in the alleyway. He was almost just about killed in the alleyway by Dallas and Co. But, of course, he regenerated.
Right?
And he's brought back to the underground thing with all the old guys and Sillard. Sillard is that old weird immortal guy. And obviously, Barnes kind of failed at his task because he lost most of the secret formula. Mm-hmm. And it looks like he partook in some.
Right, which he wasn't supposed to.
Which wasn't great. That was bad. That was bad, Barnes. But good thing he's an immortal and nothing can kill him.
Right. Question.
Yes.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Apparently.
Apparently not.
Dylan, please! I will done.
That's how you kill an immortal.
God, where's the vodka when you need it?
Ennis,
Sir,
there also seems to be a man who is seeking you. I will tell you about him now.
Well, that's a meat cute.
Yeah.
Ennis,
yes.
find that group of 4
These
first.
fellas are traumatized.
Yes, sir.
But do you become is it like the Fountain of Youth? Like we suck souls out of people? Is that how you become an immortal?
No.
So is Ennis not human? You're not helping.
Not.
Yeah.
It's a good question. Yeah.
Apparently you can just...
Yeah. Yeah, and so you kind of asked this in reference to the next episode, but like that little zoop, 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 that's like from immortal to immortal. So you can't just do that. That guy can't just do that with anybody.
Oh, so that's not how you become an immortal. I know
not
we
how you
have the
become
secret
one, no.
formula, but I'm like, there has, like, that wasn't the, that couldn't have been the only way.
He's not, it's not like one of those things where like you have to consume souls to stay alive kind of thing. That's different. So that's not this. This is just like you're an immortal, and you get some people have like certain perks with that, which is you can
Soul suck?
you just suck some souls. Yeah.
But then how did they become immortal in the first place? Because I don't believe that it's
That's
just...
going to be answered, Dara, just not in this episode.
I'm like, I can't believe that it's just that it's just a secret formula. We need another explanation.
Just a secret formula.
How did the original Mayans become immortal? I don't know.
That's great. Some great.
How are the other
questions.
families becoming immortal? I need a nap. This is...
It's a lot. It puts you got to use your thinking cap.
I did, and I'm still confused.
So I can't answer that for you right now.
I
But
know.
I'll tell you that to the little soul sucky thing. does not just kill somebody, but it also, the person who does it can absorb things like their memories, their kind of life experiences. So they did that instead of Ennis just straight out killing him, that she thought like, hey, if we do this, then we can figure out what happened to the secret formula.
Like Underworld.
And in making the suggestion, Sillard says, like, you can't think, you're just a homunculus.
What does that mean? So she's not human. And that makes sense with the letter thing when that she was writing to Isaac and Mira about the people that were created before her.
Yes.
So she's not, so she wasn't
she's created not in a
so she wasn't like
sense.
birthed?
No.
By I'm presuming a woman. Mm-hmm. She didn't have a mother or a father? Unless he's her father.
I think he's probably the closest thing to a father, but no.
I'm confused.
Yeah. She's so homunculus is Latin for little man. She's just a little man.
Wait, does Ennis identify as a man?
No, Ennis is a woman.
Okay.
But so I think in this,
but also she's not that little. I mean, like she's like normal.
It's based. It's there's a few different kind of looks for a homunculus, but like this is the idea, kind of like growing a person from a bottle, basically.
She a Powerpuff Girl?
Yes, exactly. You got it. You nailed it, Dara. She's a Powerpuff Girl.
Where are the other ones? Because she's clearly Blossom because of the red hair.
Yeah. That's a great question.
And she can fight, so clearly she's a Powerpuff Girl.
Just
so the guy is the professor.
Yeah.
Professor X.
Not as nice though.
Right. The professor was nice.
Yeah.
So where's Bubbles and Buttercup?
Great. Those are the siblings that died before her. It's very tragic. This is the gritty reboot.
Wait, is there live action Powerpuff Girls?
They were making one, and they leaked the script of the pilot, and it was so bad. I recommend you go and read
it. Wasn't like a Disney Channel girl supposed to be?
It was CW.
No, wasn't a Disney Channel girl supposed to be in there? Like somebody from
it was a couple Disney Channel girls, I think. And I think somebody just left, so it doesn't look like it's going well. But it was like, gritty CW reboot of Powerpuff Girls. Read the script.
Why do they need to make
bad, fam.
Why do we need to make it gritty?
We don't. It's not like, I mean, it's like not like gritty, but they're like grown up, so they like have sex. Yeah,
I guess they can do that if they want.
If they're adults, they can do that. But it's weird.
Why do we need to make a gritty reboot of everything? Mm-hmm. That was from our childhood, like that new Rugrats thing. Is there a new Rugrats thing?
Oh yeah, there's
or iCarly.
Oh, the iCarly thing. Stop making stuff. Stop bringing stuff back.
Well, they're not gonna
calm down unless you bring back Baccano. Then I would be happy about that.
Can we do a live action Baccano?
We can do any kind of Baccano.
We can do it on HBO. Then you can do all the blood.
All the blood. This is very funny. If I looked up homunculus definition, and it's like, what is the homunculus in psychology? What is the homunculus man? How is a homunculus made? And it says, is envy a girl or a boy?
What?
This is a reference to another anime which we might watch, and I would be very excited to do that one. And somebody I think in the comments suggested we do it, and like, trust me, I know.
We need to take baby steps for me because I'm already like not in the great.
It would not be as confusing as this one. It's a very good show.
Well, then why did you pick this one first?
Because it's short and it's fun and it's set in America.
I'm already
and there's gangsters.
I know, but I'm still already not having great vibes for this show.
It's a great time.
I would say this is like Firefly from like me to you, but you already had a feeling I wasn't going to enjoy myself.
Yeah.
Baccano.
So anyway. A man just goes bye Barnes. So
he can come back as the Winter Soldier.
No,
his name is Barnes. I had to. At some point, I was thinking of it.
So Sillard gets the Barnes's kind of memories and realizes that there are in fact 2 bottles of the secret formula that were saved from the fire, but they have been stolen. And based on his memories, he's able to identify the faces of those who are responsible, so they know who they're looking for. So I don't know how this works, but basically Sillard is able to take those memories and then transfer them over to Ennis to be like, yo, this is who you're looking for, and also somebody's looking for you.
Is it a boy?
You got a boyfriend. Meet cute. Hello. So Ennis is now aware of who she's looking for and Who's looking for her? Yes, Daria, question.
So, remember when, at the end of, what I'm assuming is the end of the show, when, like, the Pussyfoot train,
Yeah.
I guess parts of it came back after the crash and the exploding stuff, and then people were, like, getting off the train. I think Jacuzzi got off the train.
Yes.
But so did Asgamir, like, the friends were meeting up with them, including, like, Fiero and, like,
Yeah.
I think Misa was there, maybe
Misa
Christian
was
Bale,
there,
I don't
yep.
remember.
Yes. Oh, you are right. You have very good memory.
Yay.
This is very good.
So at that point, we're Ennis and Fiero, like, a couple at that point? Because I kind of feel like that's where it's headed.
That's a good question.
Is there gonna be weird anime sexy time?
No, we're not gonna see any sexy time.
There's anime like that though, right?
But they probably.
What is that?
They
What
probably will.
No, what am I thinking of? Hentai?
Oh no. Yeah.
I know that term.
Yeah. You know. Yeah. Hentai. That's a thing.
I know hentai. I know ship. I know Kimp.
Kin.
Kin.
That's what we talked about on our last Patreon live stream. guys.
Patreon.
If you want to know about kinning, follow us
I feel
on
like
Patreon.
maybe like for like the $10 tier, we'll have like a section of like, I feel like the $10 tier is gonna be whatever we want.
Whatever we
$10
want.
tier. Kaylin explains to me all the fanfic and anime terms that I don't understand.
God.
And I know what Omegaverse is, but I don't understand it.
Poor Dara's innocence, everybody. Rip.
Granted, like I wasn't innocent with other stuff. Like Baccano.
Baccano. So we're gonna go back to 1931 now. Like we had fun. Like I mean, we saw.
Wait,
Man
what
got
was the
schlorped.
thing? When was the thing with the soul sucky happening?
1930.
When does the Pussyfoot crash?
1931.
What happens in 1932?
That's anything that we've seen from 1932 is just Eve still looking for her brother.
So what happened to Dallas and
This is what we get a little bit more on
Okay,
Dallas
wait,
in this
wait.
episode.
Okay, but hold on. So like 1932 is Eve looking for her brother.
Yeah.
1931 is the train crash.
Yes.
The stuff with the immortal people, like the older immortal people. Fiero becoming the gang.
No, that's 1930.
That's
so Fiero joining the Mozzarellas, Dallas being a dick.
I feel like Dallas was a dick in 1930 and 1931.
No, he's just 1930.
Oh,
This is
what is he doing?
People are still looking for Dallas in 1931.
Oh, so it's everything
1931 and 1932. People are still looking for Dallas.
So everything with like the gang stuff and the secret formula is 1930.
Yes.
The train crash in 1931.
Yes.
Eve trying to look for her brother's 1932.
Yeah, she's looking for him in 1931 and 1932, but anything we've seen from 1932 is like the back half of that.
And then so that's all the years we need.
Yes.
I know there was a thing in 1776, but I know that doesn't matter.
Yeah, not right now.
Wait, it does matter?
We'll get there.
Baccano.
Baccano.
Yeah. Well, we're doing everything.
What
that
exactly
can be
is a
done at this point. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna find him, sir. I can promise you that.
I pray those are not just empty words.
He's new.
No, he's showed up before.
God damn it.
He's like not important.
You asshole.
I don't really care about him.
Also, do
though.
people just like, are people having glowy eyes or is it just like the light in the show?
It's just like a aesthetic choice.
That's fine.
What they gave us was less than nothing. I can't let some damn newspaper treat us this way.
Yeah.
Sure, freedom of the press. They're definitely hiding something.
So So Dallas is part of the Genovians.
Genovians, yeah.
The
He's an
Genovians.
incompetent
So then who's after him? Everybody?
Perfectly expendable.
A lot of people.
This has to be done quietly.
Nobody likes him.
Told you that you would
Except
have
for
to
his sister.
Except for his sister.
But if I can get my hands on it, I am promised a gift beyond comprehension and inhuman happiness. Sounds like it might just be worth the price of losing my soul.
Is it? Is it really?
Huey LaForêt is in custody.
There's that name
I have
again.
the lead if I move now.
So then we see we get a scene with the rigatonis.
Yeah.
So we see Gustavo Baguette kind of comes to the forefront.
Some
So
German, French.
German
Italian.
French pasta man.
Gustav Baguette Rigatoni.
Gustav Baguette Rigatoni.
Is Gustav a German? That's a German name, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah. Well, his name is Gustavo, which I think is
Gaston!
Italian. My, what a guy.
Speaking of Luke Evans in the movie.
So in 1931, we're still looking for Dallas. So we see him in 1930. We don't know what happens to him. We get some hints here and there. But
I thought he was dead. I'm unsure now if he's dead.
right, based on what happens.
He might have fake. Oh, because I think Dallas is. So I think Dallas is an immortal.
Okay.
So I think somebody like didn't know that he was an immortal. But then they like what? Because I felt like the thing at the end of episode 6, which we'll get to, was that episode 6?
Yeah, that was episode 6.
Okay. So I think he's an immortal, but then the people killed him to know he was an immortal, so then he kind of just like laid down there and then just faked his death.
Okay, play dead.
Yeah. I'm right.
Oh, Dara.
Or did he get eaten by the trail racer?
Rail tracer.
I have another name for him, but like we've already used that name too much in this show.
So no. But anyway, so the head of the Rigatonis is Bartolo. He's like the guy with the glasses who like sits at the desk and is like, yes, I would like you to take care of that.
Was he the offensive battalion?
He wasn't the. No,
oh, that's the
that was the mozzarella man.
That's mozzarella man. Mozzarella man.
This is terrible. We're the worst. We're awful. This is how we keep things straight, guys. So. Anyway,
we're very straight.
the Baguette man, Gaston Baguette, is tasked with finding Dallas because they basically got to figure out what's going on because everyone's got issues with Dallas.
Right.
And of course, if Mr. Baguette does not find Dallas, it's lights out Baguette man. So,
why did they want Dallas?
Dallas just causes trouble.
But he's also, I thought he was, because I always thought the Genovians were a gang. So they're not a gang, they're just a rich family.
Rich family, yeah.
So he's just like a rich boy.
He's just like a rich prick.
He's a rich fuck boy.
Yes, that's his whole deal.
Okay.
Who
has like a tiny sliver of a heart.
Just a tiny sliver. Just a little sliver. But anyway, so you remember a couple episodes back when we were back in the Daily Days and then we had those Rigatoni men who were going to be like, we need info on Dallas.
No.
So they come back.
Okay.
And he said that they couldn't get any information from the Daily Days. And then Mr. Baguette is going to go pay the Daily Days a visit.
Mm-hmm.
And so we get an interesting kind of conversation here with two people who we probably don't really recognize, but we promise that they have been shown before. Bartolo, who's the head of the Runeradas, or the Rigatoni family, and Manfred Barium, who's the senator, of course. And we know the senator is kind of...
his daughter's Kiki, right?
His daughter's Kiki, yes. So, and he's aware kind of that things are going down on the train, but...
doesn't care?
It doesn't seem like, because he's the one who makes the comment that he's kind of also in the pursuit of...
Marquis de Lafayette?
Yes, Marquis de Lafayette. Thank you, Huey Lafayette. And he seems like he's in the pursuit of immortality, and he doesn't really care if he loses his soul as a result. He makes that comment, so we kind of get the idea that maybe he doesn't really care that his family is being held hostage on the Flying Pussyfoot.
So Father of the Year.
But we also get a comment, we're kind of talking over this, but they do kind of talk about discussing how Dallas is potentially an immortal.
Right.
He was given, it does say here, it's something that we see later, but it's mentioned now that he got a hold of the incomplete product. So that's when you can't die by like injury.
But you
injury
age.
Illness, but you age. You still age. So
okay.
you can die of old age, but
you can still die of old age.
Yes, you can still die of old age.
Can you still get sick?
No. So you can't get injured.
So you're like.
So basically, it's just like guarantees that you're going to get old and die.
Okay.
But you're going to make it to your old though. So that's kind of how the incomplete product.
And like
works.
injury, it's not going to kill you.
Yeah.
You like so it's like, is it injury? Nothing physical. So like if you drown or something, is that going to kill you, or is it going to just be stuck in the water?
You would not die.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see. But yeah, so that's kind of the conversation there. So that's a little bit more information. So we see later, we're like, oh, Dallas is injected with something, kind of makes him immortal, but it's not the full product. So he's just kind of partially is more invulnerable than immortal at that point.
Okay.
So we're going to go back. We're going to go to another time now. We're going to go back to 1930. And we get the start of the mozzarella initiation sequence. Oh, yeah.
No, not this week.
What? What's happening?
We're going somewhere else. And someone
But
else.
somebody's an immortal, but they're still aging?
Yes.
So do you swear to answer the questions I am about to ask?
Oh, we're in a cult?
honestly, and did you wish
Or a
to
mob
become
thing?
Yeah.
Camorrista?
Okay.
Initiation.
Aww.
Camorra is an organization born in the cell blocks of our mother country, Italy.
It's very offensive.
This path, you have to be willing to suffer for us, to exchange your freedom for imprisonment.
Welcome to Woody Clothes,
Your
where racist
very
against
life may
Italians.
need to be forfeited for the benefit of.
Well, you are Italian.
I don't think I'm Italian enough to get by that.
Yes.
Your right foot will be in a prison cell.
Yes.
If your father should kill a member of our organization, will you take his life on the orders of your senior Camorrista?
Yes.
Okay.
Phew.
He's such a pretty boy.
He is.
You will exist as a tiny cog in our organization, but understand
Cog.
once you control the gears
That's
from
racist.
the other side, there is no possibility. Fiero Prochaneso, are you still willing to commit yourself to us completely?
Yes. You have my loyalty.
Well, then you must demonstrate your loyalty.
I stabbed the table. That's how you know I'm loyal. So we're in like a basement of like a party or something. A bunch of fellas sitting around a table and are like, Fiero Prochaneso, you want to be part of our club? And he's like, yeah. He's like, even if like we do some terrible things, yeah. Even if we ask you to kill somebody, sure. And that's that.
But Fiora's like not like biologically part of that family.
No.
So it's like, is Fiora like John Gotti then?
I couldn't tell you.
You didn't see the John Travolta movie?
I did not see that one. No.
No, I think it was like some people like if you like work up high enough. I don't know mob stuff, by the way. So if
No.
you're in the mob,
Sorry.
you can tell me if I'm wrong. It's fine. Just
If they're watching this, they're probably already coming from a very offensive Italian
Kaylin's
jokes.
20% Italian.
20%. Blonde-haired, blue-eyed, 20% Italian over here.
And I'm not.
No. And people are probably like, oh, then you must be like Northern Italian because you're blonde. No. This one of the most southern points of Italy that you could go is where my
Where are they from?
grandmother's Catanzaro is where my great grandfather is from. So
Was
if
your
you're looking
grandma
at
born in
this-
Italy?
No, her father was,
Okay.
but she wasn't. So if you're looking at the heel, it's like right here. So like the right here. I'm not going to put my feet up because you sick fucks don't need to see that.
You're wearing socks.
I know, but still, can't risk it. Anyway, so yeah, that's where my great grandfather came over to Ellis Island.
Okay.
From Catanzaro, Italy. But I don't look it at all because
I mean, do I look like where my family's mostly from?
Maybe I don't know. Do you?
I don't know, Russian, Polish, Ireland, German, and maybe some English. Well, what do I look like? More Italian than Kate.
You do look more Italian than I do. So
Which is probably sad.
it's fine. It's fine. So let's see.
Sophia's getting initiated.
Yeah. Then we go back to the Flying Pussyfoot, where we just get like a really brief scene of Isaac and Miria, who are just so great because they're just like there was like people just got like gunned down in a dining car, and then they just like hop out. They're like, okay, we're gonna look for our buddy Jacuzzi now.
Let's do it!
We're a search party.
To the rescue!
I have no idea what's going on with the black suits and the white suits and that strange fellow with the knife. But I have guns, and I'm not afraid to use them.
Does he have
to help us
guns?
make our daring
No.
escape.
Incredible!
What are they doing?
Nobody knows.
Okay. I don't think they're robbing.
No, they're just gonna go see what's going on.
Don't worry. I know that once your father finds out about this, he'll make everything all right.
About that.
Will he?
Aww. Do they know who she is?
They know who she is. Yeah.
You are Senator Barium's wife, if I'm not mistaken. You may call me Goose if you. There is a
No,
sensitive
thanks.
matter we would like your husband's
What?
help with. Well, that really depends upon your husband and the government at this point.
Goose sniffer?
Goose.
Welcome, sir.
Just Goose.
Oh.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye. And while they're there, Natalie is the senator's wife, and her daughter Mary, who is now Kiki.
Oh, okay. So,
Yes,
okay.
yes. Mary Barium, Natalie Barium. Mary and Natalie.
And Mary Merriam?
Mary Barium.
Oh, Barium.
Hey, guys, what do you do with a dead guy? You bury him, huh?
What?
That's a chemistry joke. What do you do with a dead chemist? You bury him. Barium. It's an element on the periodic table.
Oh.
So thank you for the rim shot, everybody. So Natalie instructs Mary, and she's asking little Ches, our Dodger friend, to go hide, because obviously the fellows are coming back, and they know that she's the wife. They're the family of the senator. So the kids go off to go hide. And
they're kind of adorable.
Yeah, it's cute.
I'm just concerned because, like we said, Dodger's an immortal. How old is Dodger?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
So
did I make it weird?
No, it doesn't get weird.
Okay.
But we see the return of the black suits. They're the Lumeurs. Their leader's name is Goose. Just man's name is Goose.
I think that was a character in the first Mad Max movie.
Might be.
Yeah.
I've seen the name used before. But his name is Goose Perkins, and he kind of introduces himself to Mrs. Barium, and kind of, says they're going to take her with. They do ask where her child is, and she lies and says that the white suits took her. And she asks that they don't hurt the passengers, but he's like, that depends on what the government and your husband do, ma'am. Come with us. So, like, it's looking a little spotty.
But it kind of sounds like the senator wanted to hang out with Marquita Lafayette.
Yeah.
So why would the black suits want to hurt the wife?
Well, it's more so about what they are. I think they're just.
Or did the senator hire the black suits and then didn't realize his family was going to be on the train, but he wanted the black suits to do something?
That's what it sounded like. Because the guy brings in the first episode, he's first or second episode, somebody who works for the senator is like, everything's going as planned, but your wife is on board, and he's like, "Oh, keep it going."
So he didn't know his wife was going to be.
So I don't think he. Yeah.
So why are they kidnapping him if everything's going? It's like, why are they kidnapping the wife then?
It sounds like everyone's looking for ransom. Everyone's kind of what's their demands.
But it sounds like if the black suits work for the senator, why are they looking for ransom?
They're not working for the senator.
Then what's going as planned?
The great question.
Out of the 12 plans.
Out of the 12 plans. Things are happening.
No, 12 plots, 5 plans.
12 plots, 5 plans.
And a monster.
That's going to be the title of my memoir. 12 plots, 5 plans, and a monster. The life and times of Woody Close. We
only have like 6. Well, actually, no. I'm thinking in my brain, we do have like 12 plans.
We do. So anyway. We're fine. Oh my god, how much do we have left in this episode? A lot. Okay.
Well, we've only been going for over half an hour.
Oh Jesus. Ronnie Shiato. Kanchi Shiro Yaguru. Oh, there's a Japanese guy in this thing. Sorry, he did. So the gentleman looked very Italian. So anyway, back in 1931, Mr. Baguette and his rigatoni friends go to the Daily Days.
Question for you.
This guy.
Gustavo Baguette of the Runarada family. How extremely rare to see a couple of yours.
Gustavo Baguette.
Your presence is an honor.
Gustav Baguette.
Baguette.
From the rigatoni family.
From the rigatoni.
There isn't much of anything we don't know.
Also, isn't Baguette French?
Take much time. I understand.
Multicultural.
Isn't Gustav a German name?
We strive to provide our customers with the most professional service possible.
I love these gun-toting journalists. Oh, no.
Wait.
They punked out.
Why?
They had Tommy guns.
What Dallas Genoward is.
They had more, though.
Give me a minute here.
Tell me what you know or die.
Is that the guy that in the first episode that was being punched and then all the blood?
You better get
Was that the guy punching the guy and then all the blood?
That may have been the guy punching the guy. Yeah.
But that's not the guy.
Dallas Genoward has a younger sister. He's quite fond of her and treats her very well, considering he's a scoundrel.
Don't do that.
And
you want to catch the pesky fish, you're gonna need to use the right bait.
Did nobody know about the sister?
And they threaten the guy who works there, whose name is Nicholas Wayne. Not Nick, who's Nicholas, I guess, because there's another Nick.
There's a lot
of people who have like
Nick and Jacuzzi's gang.
Yeah, there's Jacuzzi's gang.
Nicholas
Nick,
is kind of a common name.
I know, so that's why it's kind of cool because there's names that are like very similar here, but they are different names and they're different characters, and that's just how real life works. Some people have the same name. Anyway, so they try to shake down the guy at the Daily Days, Nicholas, and he kind of panics and says that, hey, we don't got no information on Dallas, but like he does have a sister.
Right.
So if you want to catch a fish, you need some good bait, is what he says. Yeah.
So they know who Dallas is, and they know that this is a rich family. How did they not know that he had a sister?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. To be fair, Gustavo Baguetta does not seem like a smart fella. If you see he like has some like, whoo? So he kind of needs to be spoon-fed some information.
Okay.
As we see kind of Nicholas does. So, but back in the 1930, in the mozzarella party, it's we're doing a cheese fiesta.
Knife fight.
We're good. A knife fight.
Oh.
Knife fight. I thought
it was like a blood thing.
Knife fight.
Oh, knife fight.
Knife fight.
Knife fight. Why are we doing a knife fight?
No grudge, correct? If you stab your opponent in the chest or head, I will kill you on the spot. Capiche? You understand?
So Fiero's fighting Misa?
Yeah. Some kind of part of the initiation.
Very well.
I don't know why.
Yeah, what's the point of this?
Knife fight. Ding ding.
What does this prove?
Just a bunch of guys being dudes.
Oh.
Gentlemen, the match is over.
Okay.
Boy, that was amazing, Firo. You beat Misa so quick. That was incredible.
Is Misa immortal?
I'm a little bit surprised myself.
Keep watching.
Is Fiero immortal yet? Where's his hat?
Thanks.
Ho ho.
Oh, he doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
You've gotten better.
You will be a superb camorrista, Firo. Welcome.
This feels offensive.
Something about this feels offensive. There's a couple things in this show I'm like, is this offensive?
I will fire the ceremonial pistola.
For some reason.
So part of the initiation sequence is apparently you have to knife fight with Misa. Just cause. That's it. What's better than this, Dara? Just a bunch of guys being dudes.
I guess.
It's just guys being dudes.
I thought it was going to be like a blood oath thing. Which,
you would think.
So is Fearley not proven himself? Like, did he not? I don't know.
It sounds like he had proven himself by doing some things, but this was just part of the ceremony. And so, of course, it is a
knife fight.
Yeah, but they're allies. So if they go for the chest or the head, they're gonna
get
one
dead.
guy says to threaten him. Also, it's a blink and you miss it, but the gentlemen that take the coats from Misa and Firo are Randy and Petzo. And Petcho, who are the guys who set the place on fire earlier.
Aw, those idiots.
So it's very funny how, like, even, like, small characters, they are just very part of the story. They're very tied into everything, so I think it's fun. Anyway, so knife fight.
Knife fight.
That's fun. And then Firo does get a hit on Misa.
But on his arm.
On his arm. And they're yay, you did it, buddy. Congrats.
Okay, keep going, and then I have a question.
And so... Then we do see blood, and because obviously he's been cut, but as they're congratulating him, Firo looks down, and the cut is gone.
So he's shocked, even though we know that Firo becomes an immortal later.
Yes, but at this point, he's probably not.
But then why would it be an issue if Firo stabbed him in the chest?
It's more about it's your family. You wouldn't do it to your family.
So, like, the ethics of it.
Exactly.
Okay. But I actually like that, the fact that, like, Firo didn't know about immortals.
Yeah. Right.
But does that mean that entire family is immortals? Or they just found Misa, who is an immortal, and then somehow Fiora becomes an immortal.
The latter. Is all I'll say. That's a little spoilery, but it's more so the latter. Not everyone in the Mozzarella Gang is immortal. So I think that's fair to say.
Is it a choice that you make?
We will find out more, I promise.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be today, and I'm upset.
It will be today. Not in this episode, not in the next 2 episodes, obviously, but we're watching, we will be watching episode 7 today. So, like, if you know what that means, if you know, you know. Oh. So, anyway, so.
My day just got better.
Yay. So, Fiora is going to be a splendid camerista, and they fire the ceremonial pistola.
Inside!
The ceremonial pistola, where there's, like, a party going on upstairs, I think. And it's like, and all you hear is, Miria crying that Isaac has been shot. So that's very funny. So Isaac is up there.
Wait, was that?
He
No,
may
that
or
was
not be shot. Oh no, he's been killed. Sorry.
Oh, wait, was that Isaac and Mira up there?
Yeah, that was the people who were screaming.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you didn't see them. I just thought it was a random woman screaming that somebody got shot. Mm-hmm. But then Isaac's fine. But we don't know.
Maria.
But like, when does Isaac become immortal? Because I think Isaac becomes immortal too. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Like that was confirmed in the first episode with like the shoot and then the shoot.
Yeah. Yeah.
How much is left?
This is great. I got like half a page left. We're gonna run through this.
I'm just saying because we're already at 45 minutes.
Woo! So all right, back in 1931. Oh, we already said that. Okay, that already happened. Anyway, so the children are escaping.
Maybe by outside.
You took her away.
Who are they?
Them.
No.
Kids, stay under for well, I don't know.
They're trying to get away.
I understand that, but like maybe if somebody sees you crawling.
Anything. You'll come with us.
Wait.
See? Like an idiot. Mm-hmm. Is that creme brulee?
Who opened this window? A woman wearing fatigues?
Yes.
Fatigue?
Just fatigue. When the shooting started.
What's a fatigue?
I don't know where she was going.
Oh, is that the chick?
Yeah.
With the who is that?
Oh, good question.
It's supposed to be cold out there. Dang. Also, she like Fiora's twin because they're both in Grant, have the same haircut. Who's that?
Surely they must be related.
They could be related.
That's Shanae.
Shanae. Girl, it's cold out.
She don't care.
Are you immortal?
And they almost get caught, but in fact, the fella Goose, he's more concerned about there's a window open that apparently a woman wearing fatigues crawled out of.
What are fatigues?
I don't really like. It's in the wiki they describe it as more as coveralls.
Okay.
So she's just she's basically wearing more like a working clothes.
Okay.
Kind of, instead of like a dress or anything. So so they said to stay on the lookout for the woman wearing fatigues. She's out there crawling around. This lady who we see kind of crawling around, that she goes kind of under the train. She's just trying to get out of there.
Oh, that's Spider-Gwen.
That's Spider-Gwen. And then we kind of hear the radio communication of look out for this girl, like in the back of the train. And they're like, well, this is weird. But then we see the Lemures go out.
Hey, where the hell is George?
What happened to George?
He's gone.
What happened?
George, no.
Wait, what's going on?
He disappeared.
That's unfortunate.
Oh wait, was it the? Oh. What?
It's the Rail Tracer.
I'm already confused.
What's next? The Baccano.
That's it?
That's the episode.
That was was that short or much?
It's a normal episode length. We're just used to watching like full hour long.
I know. How do I get out of here? Jesus Christ.
And we find out.
Was it one of them kind of traumatized?
One of them was traumatized, yes. And he's talking about how his buddy George has vanished.
Right.
And and as he's kind of babbling about his friend being vanished, we see a weird red shadow come in and take another guy. It just takes him out of the train.
It's fine.
So that's fine. And that's what you missed on Baccano. So what'd you think of that episode, Dara? Do you have a better idea of what's going on now? We know a little bit more about no wait, no. We do, but we also found out that well, not really. And then don't forget knife fight.
Fucking knife fight.
Knife fight.
We try to curse more because we gotta learn how to censor myself. Anyway. Bleep.
Beep.
What's I don't know.
Knife fight. All right. That was fun. So yes, I enjoyed this. This is kind of in the same vein as the past like 3 or 4 episodes where we see a lot of different things happening across different timelines, and then I think we find a little bit more out about Dallas here. We see kind of Fear's initiation, and it's slowly coming together. And we did get some more information about what the heck. Some different kind of immortal things.
I guess like sometimes it feels like I missed like a whole episode where all this was explained.
Yes. Explaining is for chumps, Dara.
No, but I'd like to know what's going on.
Explain. That's why I do this, where I talk about what happened in the episode. We watch it, and then I talk about it. So let's see. Different. Let's see. Ew. Yes.
What is it? Unanswered questions?
No. I was just reading some of the trivia, and the trivia is different here because it's not like fun facts or anything, but it just says that the director says that episode 5 is key and that it introduces the concept of devouring. So
the soul thing or the monster thing?
That's like the schlorp of taking immortals, of killing immortals.
Right, but that sets apart to the immortals that I don't really. I mean, it's interesting, but I'm not kind of like, yeah, but I still want to know, like, the how and the why and the when and the where and the who.
Right.
I think that's all of them, right? And the what.
Who, what, when, where, hi, why. Hi. Hi. Hello. But I like how in every single unanswered questions it's always like, where's Dallas? Nobody knows where Dallas is. That's the question. Like, the most exciting thing about Dallas's plot and it's just like, where the hell is this guy?
I don't care. Either he's not an immortal and he's dead, or he is an immortal and he's probably... Like, I'm either thinking, like, he's not dead and just, like, went somewhere else, or he's an immortal and not dead and decided, like, what... After whatever happened, being like, what did I do with my life? I'm gonna turn a new leaf over and is now married with a kid.
Oh, that would be fabulous.
Or the kid on the way. I don't know.
Just...
How do kids work?
Oh, can somebody explain how babies work, please? Please don't, actually. I don't want to see that in the comment section. I don't. Dara might, but I don't. So Dara's like, I didn't know how babies are made. That's fair. So.
No, I was gonna say like it would be interesting to see like if we actually found Dallas and he turns out he turned over a new leaf.
Mm-hmm.
But then he finds out his sister's kidnapped. It's like, I gotta go back for one more job.
One more job.
My lovely wife, who, although I feel like you would have probably told Eve where he was.
You would think, right? You would think.
Unless, like, you really couldn't. Because, like, if anybody found out, you'd be really screwed.
That's the question.
Are we going to find out in the next episode where Dallas is? Not the next episode, the...
Probably not.
All right.
I'm trying to think what episode that is. I think it's towards the end of it.
I guess, like, my concern is that I know there's only, like, 13 episodes plus, like, whatever the other episodes are. Yeah. So I'm kind of like at this point, we're like halfway point. I'm like, yeah, but I still don't know anything.
Yay! But that's the fun part.
It is, but I'm like also like it's hard to like care sometimes when I don't know.
Oh, I'm in it for the ride. Anyway, so I think we're gonna leave that there because we got a lot to talk about in that next episode, Baccano episode 6. The rail tracer covertly, repeatedly slaughters inside the coaches. We're gonna take a break, but we will see you then. Woo.
But what happened? What do we learn? I don't know what's going on.
You raised a good question, Dara. I don't have a good answer for you.
Great. Episode 6?
Episode 6, let's go.
Now we're recording sound.
Yes.
Guys, Caelin's book,
my stuff.
Road to Arcadia.
Yeah.
Guys, get that up to 1 million reads.
1 million reads. That would be something. It's only at 37,000 right now.
1 million reads on Wattpad.
Wattpad, yeah.
So that we can get it. So that Cailin can sell it to Netflix.
Yeah.
And then she can no longer have to work because she'll make a ton of money with that, and then we can both do the thing, and then I can maybe not work for a little bit because I get a little bit of the money as her manager.
That's I love it.
So either $1 million or $1 million and no, I was gonna say
$1 million reads.
No, $1 million reads so that we can sell it for $1 million.
Yes.
If we get to 1 million reads, we'll react to all 3 of the kissing booths.
I love it.
Good idea, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
What are we doing?
We are watching Baccano.
Great.
So we're on episode 5 and episode 6.
Am I gonna regret this?
No, I think you're gonna have a good time.
Also, I realize we're not putting the title names until when we put it up on YouTube because they're long.
We don't put the title names up there. No,
they're so long. All right.
Let's freaking do it.
It was episode 5, right? Yep.
Yeah. Full screen. Brightness up.
All right.
Yeah.
So bright.
That's better. If it's a little too much, you can tone it down.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go.